Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. Today we are going to be talking about how to unlock two allied races, the two thick boys. Talking about Dark Iron Dwarves and Kul Tirans. Starting off with Dark Iron Dwarf, I'm going to show you around on my hunter because I already have a Dark Iron Dwarf made. In order to start the quest line for the Dark Iron Dwarves, what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to complete the Ready for War campaign quests. So there is an achievement called Ready for War, which you will receive for completing the war campaign quest line, which you should automatically have if you're already poking around in BFA. And once that's done, you should end up in the embassy and start a quest line that will be called Dark Iron Dwarf. The Dark Iron Dwarf quest line continues for a while over several quests. Long story short, you venture into several old dungeons, and then eventually you will have them unlocked. It's fairly simple. Dark Iron Dwarves are probably the easiest to unlock, since it is practically simply part of the storyline of BFA. Alright, so we'll start off by showing you the models. Here is the male. Here is the female. Pretty mean looking. Okay. And everything is available except Demon Hunter and Druid, so that's pretty cool. You can be Warrior, Hunter, Mage, Rogue, Priest, Warlock, Paladin, Shaman, Monk, Death Knight. That is pretty crazy. So first things first, let's hop into the character customization. So we only have a choice of 4 skin colors, all variations of neutrals, different faces, all pretty mean looking, right? Okay. So, you know, doesn't change a whole lot. So we have all the hairs, which are pretty cool names. We have Extinguished, which is humorous. What was it on the Lightforged? Cleansed. Extinguished, Molten Flow, which is what I have. Receding, Smolder, Birdhawk, that's pretty cool. Short Fuse. Blaze, so cool little mohawk, that's a pretty sweet one. And then Flame Whirl. And then just some basic hair colors. Oh, that looks really nice. White. Oh, I didn't even look at these all look really good. So you can see that the beards have this kind of flame going to them, which is very cool. It's probably one of the more notable things. Okay, different beard styles, very important on a dwarf. We gotta have the sick war braids with all that's pretty cool too. And so this was interesting. On normal dwarves, they added tattoos. Dark Iron Dwarves, of course, they have the tattoos as well, as you can see, but it's mainly like face stuff. And it's really interesting. So I have this bold because it's literally just like half my face. But there you have it. Couple cool options there. And then piercings, of course. So you can't really see them if you have long hair. Here, I'll do this. Extinguish, so let's see where our piercings look like. What? So, just some basic stuff. I like the eyebrow. Go back to my hair. Oh, that's kind of emo. That's funny. And that's it. There is no second page or anything, so normal dwarves actually do have more customization now. Here are the female models. I guess I should have gone over those in the other video. Nice. Oh, that's a pretty cool hair style. So, a lot of different looks that you can achieve here. Very cool. Different piercings. They're actually very similar to the male ones. Similar tattoos. Okay. Very, very nice. Alright, so I will now talk about some of the racial abilities and passives. These I like quite a lot. I think they're very interesting and very useful. So, Fireblood, this is a nice little cooldown, 2-minute cooldown, removes all poison, disease, curse, magic, and bleed effects, and increases your agility by 63, an additional 21 for each effect removed. That's crazy, especially if you're using a class that does use a lot of agility. I think agility, don't quote me on this, but I believe that agility helps your dodge chance and stuff. This, as it reads, increases the magnitude of your attacks and abilities. So, I mean, it's an overall buff, and it should be an overall buff for all classes, even if you don't use agility. The next is Dungeon Delver. This is kind of interesting and a little bizarre, but while indoors, move 4% faster. That's pretty cool if you're doing like old transmog runs or whatever. You are just that little bit faster, which is just nice. Forged in Flames passive reduces damage taken from physical attacks by 1%. Most racial passives are like this, or have some kind of something that reduces damage. Having damage taken away from physical attacks is pretty useful. Mass production, increase the blacksmithing skill by 5 and blacksmithing speed by 25%. Now that's pretty interesting. So if you do choose to go blacksmithing on your Dark Iron Dwarf, that is a pretty significant buff. Blacksmithing speed increased by 25% seems like it's pretty crazy. But indeed, that will help with mass production. My favorite part of this is what's called the mole machine. And essentially what it is so you have to be outdoors. It summons a mole machine, which, by the way, you will use several times during the quest line to unlock these. But this is a teleport to 3 different places. It can take you to Stormwind, Ironforge, and Shadowforge City. I'm not entirely sure where Shadowforge City is, so let's go now. So boom, just like that, instant teleport here, and same thing for Ironforge and Stormwind. What that allows you to do is free up your Hearthstones, for example, your main Hearthstone, so you don't have to set it in Trade District, which is usually where I put it. Oh, there's a little quest here. Oh, I can get a tabard. I didn't even know about that. So I'm really not seeing the point of this area. All I can really find about this area or the Shadowforge City is it's the only place that you can smelt dark iron. Other than that, there's a bar here, so that's pretty cool. And finally, we have our Dark Iron Core Hound. This is the pet that you will receive for completing this quest line. Pretty sweet, honestly. I think this is a very cool pet. Very fitting to the Dark Iron aesthetic. Next on the list, we have Kul Tiran, Dad Bod Boys, and the Dad Bod Moms. Get everything except Warlock, Pally, Demon Hunter. So, Warrior, Hunter, Mage, Rogue, Priest, Druid, Shaman, Monk, Death Knight. So I'm going to customize a male. We're going with Claytonamore. That's an old name I had back in the day. Alright, let's be like pretty tan, right? Dang, look at that cut. What a beefy face. Just a weathered dude. I sort of like the cut, actually. So we got some varying levels from weathered to kind of a little more baby face, a little angry. Options there. Trade wins, so we have Swab. Again, the bald ones, always fantastic sense of humor. Okay, Point Break. Low Tide. The trade wins. Tailwind. Caspian. I sort of like the first one, the trade winds. That's sort of cool. Okay, hair color, very basic. We're gonna be an old wise shaman. Handlebar, Tuskar. Okay, so only 4 options for that. Goatee, so very basic. I think we're gonna have to do a glass eye for sure, as I do on almost all my guys. I like the weathered looks a lot. I like all my characters to look kind of like they've been through several wars, you know? I've never made a Kul Tiran before. Let's do it. There he is. That's a cool background. Right off the bat, I'm just gonna say, amazing shield transmog. What the heck? One thing I want to see, what is /dance on Kul Tiran? Oh, baby. Oh, that's That's that. Okay, that's ridiculous. I'm sick of seeing it. Alright, so far I like the animations quite a bit. First we have Haymaker. Wind up, then unleash your might upon your foe, dealing 52 physical damage, stunning them for 3 seconds? A 3-second stun, and knocking them back substantially. That's pretty raw, dude. So you just give them a good old knock. Alright, I came over here for the training dummies, because I gotta see this. Scrap! Okay, that's pretty... that's a little lamer than I thought it was gonna be. The next one, Child of the Sea. Hold your breath for 50% longer, and swim 10% faster. Damn, that's kind of useless since I'm gonna get water walking on a shaman, but being able to hold your breath longer is awesome. Jack of all trades, next passive. Skills in all professions increase by 5%. That's OP. That way you get a boost at anything you want to do. I appreciate that greatly. Awesome. So, again, reduces frost and nature damage taken by 1%. Okay. Passive, increase versatility by 1%. When you take damage, heal for 2% of that amount over 4 seconds. That is pretty crazy. So they have a natural heal for all the damage they take. So naturally, Kul Tiran are tough. This... what is it called? Kul Tiran Charger. Yes. This is the mount you get for completing the Kul Tiran questline. It's actually a really sweet looking mount, in my opinion. I think it's a really good looking design. It's like just a classic warhorse. Pretty cool. I'm going to talk about how you unlock them. I'm not going to lie to you, it is quite a process. It takes a long time to do this. I would say 4 to 6 hours, probably. So what you will need is Drust Do It, which follows the Drustvar storyline. So whatever quest line begins you questing in Drustvar, follow that forever. And you'll make your way up essentially following the quest line for Waycrest Manor. It's essentially the storyline of the Waycrests. Complete the Pride of Kul Tiran storyline and A Nation United. So after you do the Drustvar stuff, then you will be summoned back into Triargard Sound and you will start a whole new quest line. I'm not kidding, it's pretty long. I think it's like 19 steps long, and at least I think 3 of those steps are doing a dungeon, so you have to run 3 specific dungeons. I think you end up running Waycrest Manor like 2 or 3 times overall for this entire thing. It's actually kind of ridiculous if you're grinding it all out in one day. Continue down that, and eventually you will go through and you will be uniting the Alliance and the Kul Tirans back together, and then you will unlock the allied race, and you're done. And of course you get your mount. And that is after you, of course, finish the quest line that you pick up from the people in the emissary. So it's really quite a lot of work. If you are somewhat of a completionist like me, then you'll want to do it. I just want all of the allied races done before Shadowlands. And that's the deal. So this has been a little expose on Kul Tirans as well as Dark Iron Dwarves, 2 of the Alliance allied race classes. If you want to see the Lightforged Draenei as well as the Void Elves, you can check out my other video. It will be at the end. And thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. And if you enjoyed it, leave a like, leave a comment if you have a question or anything to say. And if you want to see more WoW content or check out some of the other stuff that I have, then go ahead and smash that sub button. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Have a great day, gamers.